present to you the structure of the suggested English curriculum. The National Ministry of Education presents this booklet in order to, as a tool for pre-service and in-service teachers to improve their teaching practicum and to support the learning processes of students for achieving a better competence in the English language for this 21st century. The structure of this suggested English curriculum is divided into chapters. Those chapters vary from, it goes from the transition and 5th grade, and those chapters are also compounded by 3 main elements. That is, first, the scope and sequence, and the scope and sequence is compounded by the basic learning rights, that is the minimum or the basic knowledge that students should have or will achieve within the grade. And also here teachers can identify and provide like the learning goals, language functions, linguistic goals as well for these basic rights to be achieved. The second part is the suggested syllabus. The suggested syllabus is compounded by 4 models. Those 4 models are regarding society and health, and those are health and life, peace and living together, environment and society, and global village. Those models have certain goals, and for achieving those goals, they have like performance of indicators. Those performance of indicators are 4, and those ones are learning to know, how they develop the topic, learning to do, how they can apply the topic, learning to be how they can apply the topic to their own lives, and learning to learn that it's regarding the 21st century skills and how they can be better autonomous learners. Also, this part is taken from the Common European Framework. This is a suggested content where teachers can learn linguistic, pragmatic, and sociolinguistic competence within their own syllabus. And the third part is the methodological and assessment suggestions that varies from grade to grade. So for example, in transition, the methodology is based on holistic learning that is regarding the learning experiences and interaction with others. From first to 3rd grade is based on task-based learning, based on tasks that it's regarding to a use of extensively language and meaning. And the third is from 4th to 5th grade, project-based learning, that they reflect upon a certain topic and they develop a project for that topic. Also, the suggested English curriculum provides a lot of material for teachers to implement in their classes and to improve their own teaching practices. So they have lessons plan, lesson samples, worksheets, rubrics, also links for them to work for different material.
What are the basic learning rights? The basic learning rights born as an interest of the National Ministry of Education to improve the quality of education in Colombia. They are a tool that ensure the equity and quality in education that all children must have. The basic learning rights describe the language skills and knowledge that students must acquire regarding the grade they are in the English classes. The basic learning rights are articulated with the suggested curriculum and basic standards of competence, and they go from transition to 11th grade. These basic learning rights also provide key aspects for the development of the community competence regarding their receptive and productive language skills, and they provide examples of what community competence the students should have according with the grade they are studying. As I mentioned before, they are articulated with the suggested curriculum, but they do not pretend to replace the suggested curriculum. What it does is to provide a support to the suggested curriculum. These basic learning rights are for all the academic community in Colombia. So they are for coordinators, teachers, students, also for the family of the students, and especially for the Ministry of Education that should guarantee the level of English that students should have by the end of each grade, and especially when they finish all the high school process. These basic learning rights are structured according with the grade the students are in. So are transition, primary schools and high schools. All of them are different regarding each grade, but they have to develop the listening, reading, writing, monologues, and conversation competence.
How to integrate the suggested English curriculum and the basic learning rights with our own process of the teaching practicum. I guess it wouldn't be just the teaching practicum, but also the process, let's say development of our professional skills. It will help us in our entire life as teachers to be. This English, the suggested English curriculum will help us enormously because it provides us with many tools as activities, lesson plans, guidelines that we can base our classes on in order to adjust those goals, those aims, adjust them in our context. Because every student in every zone, in every city, in every even neighbor have different needs. So we need to, according to those needs, we need to plan our classes in order to develop also and try to achieve the skills and standards that were given to us due to these tools, or thanks to these tools. The suggested English curriculum is aligned with the Guía 22. So, well, those are the standards we can base on, and we can set our goals in order to, well, achieve them throughout a year of education in a grade for students. Well, the basic learning rights also helps us to set like standards, goals, that some skills that every single child in education, every single student need to develop in order to become proficient in the English language. The basic learning rights will help us to monitor the progress of every student when they are passing through all this process. So, for example, if they are achieving the goals, if they are understanding the topics, if they are really getting the knowledge of, and not only getting but also practicing, because we need to take all these tools and convert them into not only an interactive class, but a meaningful one in which students, and not only students but also we, can learn. So these tools can help us for planning our classes, for defining our goals, to monitor our students. So why not to use them? If also it helps us a lot when we are setting all these aspects of our classroom.